This is my new channel, where you'll get the latest stock market and cryptocurrency news. So show your support by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Let's get started without any delay.
A new fraud has just been uncovered, and quite frankly, I want to talk about it here, but I do not know how much longer I will be able to. So if you don't mind, please follow me on X. There's a lot of things going on over there, and I can speak a lot freer. We're going to talk about Elon Musk and what was just discovered, and this is getting absolutely exciting, but it's also at the same time, in my opinion, very frightening. If you are having a blast watching all of the truths come out around the world, do me a favor and type Doge or type Trump down below, and let's piss off some liberals. This story comes out of Zero Hedge, and it is entitled, "They Are Covering Immense Fraud." Elon Musk stated that. Says surprise Fed emails meant to uncover non-existent or dead people collecting paychecks. Now, there are many ways that the federal government is hiding all of the fraud. They are taking your taxpayer dollars and my taxpayer dollars, and they have been funneling it through different channels in the government to their own pocketbooks or their own shell companies in this country and around the world. If this pisses you off, say end IRS, end taxes down below. I want this completely done in the next 8 weeks. It says right here, after panic swept through Washington over Elon Musk's mail requiring all federal employees to send an email by Monday at midnight with 5 bullet points explaining what they had got done last week, Musk explained the reasoning behind the last-minute demand. He said it's immense fraud. Check this out. See, they're following all of the email trails. This is exciting. The reason this matters is that a significant number of people who are supposed to be working with the government are doing so little work that they are not checking their email at all. You know, we've seen this recently on things like TikTok, where a girl comes out and says, I was just fired from my job. I cannot believe this is happening, right? And then people went and found posts from like 3 months earlier where she's bragging about not having to work at all, still getting paid, working in her jammies. Oh, I got to show up for a meeting for 5 minutes. I'll throw on, a shirt real quick. This is an incredible find, right? But there's even more than that. Check this out. Musk wrote on X, in some cases, we believe non-existent people or the identities of dead people are being used to collect paychecks. In other words, they are outright fraud. It says here, Elon Musk posted this on X, and again, the Ninja's channel is getting messed with, right? Subscribers being pulled off, even though it doesn't show it on individual videos. So if you don't mind, I'm putting more stuff on X because I can speak freer, and my channel is exploding there. Thank you to everyone that follows, but it really is. It's insane how fast the videos are getting views. So if you don't mind hitting the resubscribe button here, but also follow me over there because I'm not a joke. I'm moving over there pretty soon, full time. Elon posted this. The reason this matters is that a significant number of people who are supposed to be working for the government are doing so little work that they're not checking their email at all, right? He posted that. Got huge views. Then Musk said that the email is a very basic pulse check, adding in a subsequent post, they are covering immense fraud. So one way Elon is doing this is if people are not responding in a certain amount of time during work hours, he has proof that you shouldn't even be on the government payroll. Type that 1 if you completely agree with this. Now remember, the DoD, the federal government, is the largest employer on earth. There's a lot of cuts to be made. And remember, they get paid through our tax money, all right? So this is an incredibly easy way to say, yeah, you're being fired. Why? You can't even check your email, which means you're not at the computer, and you didn't check it and respond within an appropriate amount of time, meaning we're paying you to do literally nothing. So we're going to fire you. I completely agree with that. Now it says here, as an update, panic is now, and just so you guys know, the only reason I'm here, so in 3 what's going on in my, I should tell you what's going on in my house. I have 3 incredibly gifted people in the house right now, and we are doing things with AI that is absolutely blowing my mind, and something that I'm going to be sharing with you in a couple of weeks. Um, Computer coders, marketers. I mean, there's so much happening right now. It's painful. And they sent me down here to cover this story because I'm like, let's get more work done. More, anyway. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. If you guys knew, and let me ask you this: how many of you want to learn about AI but don't even know how to start? Type 10 if that's you. Because quite frankly, everyone's using ChatGPT and 99% of the people don't even know how to optimize it. It blows me away. It's scary in just the last 2 weeks what has come out and how many more jobs are going to be lost in the next 6 months. I'm not joking. Like, this is quite frankly one of the most amazing things, and we're trying to race to get you that information as fast as possible, because not only is this going to lead to so many job losses, and some of you will lose your jobs over this, but this is the greatest opportunity I've ever seen in my life, in a very short window. Like, this is like crypto 2.0. Anyway, sorry, I digress. He says, panic has now predictably ensued over Elon Musk's requirements that all federal employees provide a 5-bullet point summary of what they accomplished last week, due by midnight on Monday, right? And while newly minted FBI Director Kash Patel exempted federal employees from the requirement, with much of the intelligence community reportedly set to get the same pass, there's a lot of upset feds out there. Senator Tina Smith lashed out on a post on X. I can't even say what she said. Wow. This is the ultimate blank boss move from Musk. She's probably just trying to hide and protect a lot of her lazy constituents. Except he isn't even the boss. He's just a blank. She said, on the heels of a coordinated campaign to brand him co-President Musk. Okay, so Senator Tina Smith has probably been stealing your, I'm just going to go out on a limb, type 100 if you agree. Senator Tina Smith is probably engaged in stealing your tax money and putting it into her own pocket through, she's probably that dumb just to actually put it in her pocket, not even through a shell company. Come on, Tina. But that's okay. We'll find out in about 14 days. A rapid response team, or the rapid response team, which posts daily information about the Trump agenda, was happy to oblige, and they started throwing out all kinds of information. It says here, new FBI Director Kash Patel sent an email to all agency employees on Saturday night, instructing them to pause any responses to Elon Musk's request that all federal employees provide summaries of their accomplishments over the past week or face termination. You know, it's really interesting that Kash would do that. I wonder why he would do that. It says here, the FBI, through the Office of the Director, is in charge of all our review processes and will conduct reviews in accordance with FBI procedures, reads a note from Patel. When and if further information is required, we will coordinate the responses. For now, please pausing responses. Well, that makes sense, because you don't want some boneheaded FBI employee that's not like a special agent or something, just goes, well, I worked on that one case, you know, that's hidden and secret, but I just want to make sure you knew I was working. So that makes sense, all right? But we're not talking about them. We're talking about people that get paid. I'm not joking. Let me give you an example. I knew someone that worked on a military base. And they told me a story, and I confirmed this was true. If you want to talk about wasting money, this is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Because some I would say 90% of people that work for the DoD are not of the highest IQ. And I will tell you this: I've worked for the DoD before. If that offends you, you're probably one of the 90%. So if right now you're feeling triggered and your thumbs are moving super fast and making a comment, you're in that 90%. Every time someone new would come and run the base, they would have to change something to put their name on it, you know, because it's a resume builder and they want to get the next higher GS level. So what they would do is rename the streets on the military base. Well, that came with a cost, because you had to pay employees to change the maps, employees to change the signs. So it's 2 different people. Then you've got to get the learning curve, and everybody's got to remember, wait, what street are we on? You know, you retrain the firefighters and the cops because they're trying to go to responses. True story. And this military base had seen the roads change names 2 different times with 2 different leaders. So technically it was 3 times in the amount of time this person was telling me the story. These are the brain the mindless thoughts that go through the slave mentality brains of middle earners in the public and private sector of middle management. Does that make sense? Who here thinks that middle management is probably a 4-letter word? I mean, just say yes or no. I know it's crazy because it turns into this like fest of like, I'm your boss. You know, remember that from Office Space? You know, you're going to need to, did you put a cover sheet on that TPS report? Just sitting there sipping coffee, doing nothing. And I love it because when the people in that movie from Office Space, the outside agency that was here to like find inefficiencies, really they found inefficiencies with middle management instead of the employees that were just like, hey, I just pretty much want to hide myself because all I'm going to do is get picked on by this middle manager. Was my life as a firefighter. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Type yes or no if you understand what I'm talking about. Now, it says here, meanwhile, at least one federal employee apparently doesn't have time to answer the email, but did have time to complain to an MSN reporter about having to do it. See, this is what's really cool because this comes from Molly. And Molly, you can see, made a post on X and said, first off, and it's really easy to find out, just so you know, if you work at the government, the DoD, who Molly is. Okay, we know that. I personally know how to find out. This is what Molly said when she didn't do what was requested. She said, first off, if this federal employee had time to email a left-wing reporter, surely she had time to email her manager about what she accomplished last week. Also, she took sick leave at the same time. So anyway, sorry, this wasn't Molly. It was about Sandstein. Anyway, my point is this. You got people literally that don't have time to do this, but they got time to post on social media because they're probably at home doing nothing. I think this is pretty exciting because it says it right here. Elon Musk is running the Twitter playbook on the government. If you remember what Elon Musk did when he fired everybody at Twitter, this is exactly what happened. After writing in a Sunday post on X that all federal employees will be receiving an email shortly requesting to understand what they got done last week, those who fail to reply will be taken as a resignation. This is extremely similar to what he did to lay off all the people at X. And remember, when X laid off all those people, not only did nothing happen to the company negatively, it actually got very efficient. All of a sudden, work happened. And I think that this is literally playing out. Someone just said, this is idiocracy playing out right in front of us. It absolutely is. I mean, if energy drinks give us, this isn't an energy drink, it's water, but if energy drinks give us energy and help us feel good, why not feed the plants energy drinks? Yeah, you just explained like 99% of the government. And when Idiocracy came out, true story, my fire chief came to me, I want to say, what year did Idiocracy come out? Like 2000, 2001? He came to me and the first thing he says, Travis, you've got to watch this movie. This is exactly what you've been talking about. You see, the ninja has been finding these inefficiencies in human behavior and human beings for decades and decades. That is why I've been able to succeed in life. And only morons made fun of me. You know what's funny when I say morons? Do you know what people come out with and say, you shouldn't call them morons? Oh, you must be one of them because that just fired you up. Because anytime I hear that kind of stuff, I'm like, yep, morons. Because I'm not. How many people here, just let's watch this one. Hey, type 11 if you're a moron. Type 12 if you are not a moron. No, watch. Someone's gonna type 11. This is really it. Like, this is like right here in front. Look it, we got an 11. Somebody was super excited. They probably, oh, another 11. Hey, look, we got a lot of them. Jeez. Hopefully all those 11s aren't it's the same guy. I'm really an 11. But my point being is that, I mean, there are people that start typing before they even listen to a full sentence. This is really happening. Guys, if you want, I really appreciate it. Follow me on X. It's free to follow. There's a lot of stuff I'm posting there. People are making money. People are crushing it. You're going to see a lot of amazing stuff there that you don't see here because Google don't like the ninja sometimes. I'm just in one of those little slumps. You know, they're just taking away. And a lot of people are emailing me today. Hey, I found out I was unsubscribed. Thank you for clicking the resubscribe button because it pisses off the algorithm that truth is coming out. All right, with that being said, I have got a lot of work to do upstairs. And it's like wrangling cats with these intelligent people with the AI. I'm like, you've got to get a video done. I'm going to bring out something in a week, I think, release something to show you something, how everyone can take actionable steps and start learning AI way more than just typing things into Grok and typing things into ChatGPT. I can't wait to show you this. I'm going to empower thousands and thousands and actually probably hundreds of thousands of you all over the world. All right? If you want to see that, type 1,000. Or no, just type AI. Stand by. That was unprofessional. I'm excited to teach you guys this. This is going to blow your mind in a week when it comes to how you can start taking actionable steps and learning how to use AI, building your own templates, doing things that will. I'm not joking. We're going to show you how to use AI to check to see if you're about to lose your job, how to build your resume, how to make you look like freaking rock star at your job, how to change your company. We're going to show you some stuff that'll blow your mind. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.